What is going on, guys? Thank you for joining me and welcome back to another episode of Creating a Legacy with FC United Manchester. We are on the final day of the season and we need to get into it. So quickly roll the highlights, see what you've missed, then we will be back for today's game. So we travelled away to Cardiff. This was always going to be a really tough away day and it definitely turned out to be that. They went 1-0 up on the 7th minute. Great finish from across. Peter Cruz with his first goal of the season, actually, right near the business end. And they put the second away just before half time. It's on the first minute after half time, after the 45th minute, sorry. Cruz getting down the wing, long ball in back post, and Thiago Diaz tucks it away. That's right, guys. The score's not incorrect. We got a victory, a 1-0 victory against Birmingham. In the 72nd minute, we managed to get ourselves the winner. So as you can see, it comes from them attacking. Reece collects it. No rush. We're playing fairly decent, and we're controlling the game. So I'm happy just watching the team play the normal football. Ball somehow runs to O'Connor. He spreads it to Billy Waders. It deflects and comes to Ellison. 1-0 FC United Manchester. We then travelled away up to St James's Park, and again another set piece does us an absolute thunderbolt from Shaw. 1-0 Newcastle. The former European champions come to Broadhurst Park and they manage to do the job on us. The first goal comes really early on. As you can see, nice build-up play, ball in, headed, front post, and they go 1-0 up. Really disappointing. I think the keeper should have saved that, to be honest. We managed to get on till after half time, but they dominated from start to finish, guys, and it wasn't a game to remember. Turkey to Bond, he goes back to Turkey, he goes out to Laycock, and Blackwood tucks it away 2-0 Nottingham Forest. So as you can see, guys, we then followed that up with a 0-0 against Barnsley. It has not been a season to remember. That form table there, you can see from November down, has just been horrendous. 3-6 victories in that time, not acceptable. When we go into the league table, we're mathematically not down, but we need to beat Derby, who are sitting in 7th place. They are battling for the playoffs. We are stuck on the 10 wins, 16 draws, 19 defeats. We're 2 points behind Burnley, who have miraculously just done fantastic. If I go on to Burnley and then onto their schedule, you'll be able to see they've picked up 3 wins in a row to get themselves out of this, possibly. Sheffield United at home today for them. But let's get into today's game, and we'll look at other stuff after. We're going with this tactic today because why the hell not? Nothing else is working. We're going with Reece, Johnson, Munro, Riddle and Sheeran, James Reid in defence midfield, Bram Ellison, O'Connor in the middle, John and Simpson in attack midfield with Murphy up top. We've got Ray, Arnie, Thomas, Nielsen, Bjorkland and Palmerson on the bench. I'm happy with the squad. I think hopefully we can get ourselves a victory here today. Can we stay up? If we do, this will be the great escape. 3-1. They are 4-5 odds on to win this game. It's going to be tough, guys. It's going to be tough. Deneska has come out. We've not really used this tactic much, but I'm taking the risk. I'm taking the risk, guys, because at the end of the day, nothing is working. So we went with this tactic for the game against Barnsley and got the 0-0 draw away from home, which keeps us in this. So I'm scared, guys, to see if we can get the victory. Let's get the latest scores up, shall we? I'll put that up there. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So put the latest scores down the bottom, I think. Right. So we've got Barnsley away to Bristol City and Burnley at home to Sheffield United, who in 16th. They've got nothing to play for. Here we are, James with the ball in. Dave Reid tucks it away. We are 1-0 down and it is looking like we are going back to League One, guys. First time in the Championship and it has not gone well. There's a lot of changes needed. There's a lot of changes I can see we're going to have to do. Damn it. It's frustrating. We're not getting possession. We're not getting the shots away. We've not turned up. Burnley are 1-1 currently. It's the first game of the evening as well, so let's get all this back up. This could be the worst way to start an evening. Come home from work, get relegated. They're focusing a lot down that side. A lot down that side. Distribute down that side. And I don't want to exploit the middle. I kind of want I want to exploit the right flank, but could be risky because we're not playing anyone out there, but it would make sense just because they are focusing so much down the other flank. So Johnson picks it up, he goes in Monroe to Ellison. See, there's the issue. Can we maybe move John over here? Do you think? He can play both, so we'll put him as a support maybe. See if that can work. Right, John to O'Connor. Oh, come on. Right, Riddle wins it. But now he's out of position. Sliding tackle. Tucks it away with 2-0 down. That's the type of situation we've not been dealing with, guys. I wanted to get into this game. I've been thinking about this at work. Thinking how do we get out of it. And I thought Donetsk could be the way. Burnley are drawing at the minute. How did that not go in? That's the type of situation we're having at the minute. The ball just run all the way across the goal line without going over the... Ellison, back to Johnson. To Simpson. Get one back for half time. Johnson. It's just nobody following in. Reed, O'Connor, Simpson, Murphy. Gillespie up to Abraham Gunez. He's running with it. It's going to be 3 because we always concede from crosses. He goes back to Gillespie. Ball in. Back post. Hits the post and then hits the legs of our goalkeeper. Johnson. There's going to be some major changes done during pre-season here, guys. Getting so frustrated with the issues. .2. Honestly, 6.2. Burnley are winning anyway, so no matter what happened, we wouldn't have survived, but O'Connor to Simpson to Ellison. Right, they're going down 10 men, but not how I saw this season ending. We need to look at how to utilise our strikers more. Getting a 30, 35, 40 goal a season man. Thomas Nielsen, the young Norwegian, could be that. Murphy could be that. Could we play 2 up top? Could we play something a lot more attacking? These are the things we need to look into now. Going back down to League One, we can't go into League One with this defensive attitude. I don't think. I think we need to kind of punch first instead of countering, because it's been very disappointing, guys. Very, very disappointing. This has been a sad way to end season 13, and there it is, guys. We are relegated back to League One. these things happen in football management. In long-term series, these things can happen, and it's happened to us. It has happened to us. I mean, to go through some of this, shall we? FC United Manchester been relegated from the Championship. Players promote. Oh no, Preston promote. Sorry. Thomas Nielsen's confidence crisis. It's understandable, but it's as much my fault as it is his. My tactics not designed for strikers, and that's in pre-season. We need to be playing 15 friendlies. I think that'll be a round number to kind of get some sort of tactic together, which is going to be a lot more striker friendly. And Murphy, Nielsen, hopefully Burton will be moving on because we need the finances, and he's valued at quite high. We need to be looking at this wages wise, the likes of Palmerson, Nielsen, John, Murphy, because the likes of Simpson, Reed and Ellison, they're not going anywhere. And the likes of Thomas, 3.6k a week now, we're going to cut as much as we can and go through that massively. We'll run through this, but remember guys, tomorrow there will be a review episode. It's going to be a big episode because we're going to look through all these players and we're going to get out a notepad and make sure we build this team for next season. So let me go through. Billy Wade's top goal scorer 9, then John with 7, Burton with 6, Bram with 4, O'Connor with 4, a player who I just wish we could have kept all this guy, but doesn't. Class above the rest. Top assists, you've got Burton with 7, O'Connor with 5, Bram. I mean, even assists wise, nobody getting over 10. Key passes 184, O'Connor, Bram Ellison with 152. Then behind that you've got Billy Wade with 82. It's just not acceptable, guys. Goals leading from mistakes, Ray with 6, Sheevan, Riddle and Laxdale with 2s apiece. Distance covered 13.9 for Bjorklund. John's covering 13.8. Billy Wade's as well 13.8. Arnie 13.7. Then you got these guys in 12.8 for Bram, which is decent. Headers won 86% there. Farrell Young, right back. I mean, he's definitely a good talent. I think dropping down for a season might be a big help for him. It'll save loaning him out, and we'll be able just to focus on developing people like that. Passing percentage, you've got James Reed, who's still up there, 391. He's 9 appearances away from 400 for the club. Superb from him, and he's just a superb player. Really, really super. 85% pass completion. Arnie with 84, Bram with 84. Average run 7.73 for Chris O'Connor, 7.38 for Bram. Wages we saw in value 4.2 for Bram and Murphy at 900k, and again somebody we might actually consider moving on. Fantastic stats, but 8 goals in 53. I kind of think we need to kind of blame the tactic and keep these players around. We'll go through these just a little bit. Again, it'll be a bit more detailed in tomorrow's episode, the review. So average possessions, we actually came in second at 55%, but doesn't win your games, does it? We're going this salary per annum, and we down there 3.47. We are the pay spending the least in the league. Net transfer spend, we were 9th, with spend of minus 88k. Average attendance by capacity 99%. Stadium sellouts, 22 stadium sellouts. We would love to expand the stadium, but we just can't afford it, guys. I mean, look at here, Derby, 4 stadium sellouts of 32,000. We wish of having something like that. I mean, average attendance, we had the lowest average attendance in the division, and we were maxing out. So it shows we're a League 1 level club, I think. So we were punching above our weight this season. Didn't go well, guys, so we now just need to think positive and just move on from there, and hopefully a season back in League 1, get back out of it straight away, get back into the Championship for the 2029-2030 season, hopefully. So fingers crossed we can go straight back up next season, because that is the main aim now. The main aim is not to mess around in League 1. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Again, it's not how I wanted this season went, but it happens, and I'll just stay strong and move on for next season. As I say, tomorrow we'll have the review episode and dive into what went wrong a bit more. looking like it's probably the tactic. The tactic's superb possession-wise, but it's not getting us the goals we need at this level. So, yeah, join me tomorrow for the review and the next day for the start of Season 14 with FC United Manchester, where we are back in League One. We didn't get sacked, so it was a bonus.